Oh, heck yeah, man. Target's here, baby. Let's go. Yes, the goat man is here. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Time to go shoot. Hey, neighbor.
What the f?
Man, I cannot wait to shoot. I've been looking so forward to this. Hadn't gotten to shoot all dang season, man. All right, one. Get that second one to go. There we are. Oh yeah, looks good. Okay, let's see if we can't get a bullseye on the very first shot, huh? Sure would be nice. Oh no, oh my God. Uh-oh. Oh my God. Oh shit, I'm so sorry. Wait, I didn't mean it, I didn't mean it. Well, hey there. Are you here to figure out what the fundamental problem is with all of those archery backstops you've been seeing online? You can't practice like you hunt? Kind of weird. Well, I want to practice like I hunt. Let's go design us one that allows us to do that. All right, guys, to make this thing actually happen, we got to do 3 things that we're going to throw up on the screen right now. Number 1, we've got to design it, with the number 1 goal being we need to be able to practice like we hunt. Number 2, we got to be able to build it. How do we do that? What materials do we need? You get it. Number 3, we got to test it. Does it actually work? Does it stop arrows? Will we kill the neighbor's dog if we shoot over our target? These are all questions that we must answer. So let's get into designing. Now right here, I've got my good buddy Billy. He's from Reinhardt. He's our practice dummy for today. Now when I'm thinking about shooting Billy, and I want to kill Billy dead, I don't want him going very far. There's really 3 ways I can shoot Billy. The first shot is just like this, broadside. This happens whenever Billy is perpendicular to me. This is what most backstops will allow you to do, because if you miss and the arrow goes over, it goes under Billy, it's going to hit the backstop that's right here. But that only covers one type of shot that we need out of the 3 if we're going to actually practice like we hunt. Now our second shot is the quartering away shot. This is whenever the rear of the animal is closer to you than the front of the animal. So you're going to be shooting at them from the backside headed towards their chest. It's a super important shot to be able to practice. Here's the issue with your traditional backstop. Look at how severe the angle is from your view to where he is. If I shoot him like this, that's still a great shot, likely kills him. Problem is if I miss, see that generator over there? Hit that with an arrow, that could be thousands of dollars. Now your final shot, your third shot, is gonna be the quartering towards you shot. Super lethal if you're able to hit the animal anywhere in here. Harder shot, got some shoulder blades protecting it, and honestly the target area is smaller, but it's a realistic shot. Again, we're looking at severe angles, and if we're out here in our backyard practicing and we shoot him like this, fantastic. If we miss, however, and we send one over here, your typical backstop's not gonna cover that. We send it through and hit Karen's dog, that might cost us a hunt for the year, or maybe a few. Now I know that there's a few of you who are like, but wait, Clint, there's another shot. There's one more shot, especially if we're from Texas. We really like this one. Well, you know, look, it's a free country. You know, I can't really say much about what you like to do. For those of you who feel that this is a choice shot, I would really recommend that you reconsider life choices. And I hope it works. I hear it's pretty effective. All right, guys, let's talk about design now. So the materials that you're gonna need is gonna be 6 8-foot long 2x4s. That's 1 extra in case you screw up. 2 6x4 horse mats. You can pick these up at Tractor Supply Co. You'll need 4 hinges, 2 for each wing, 8 corner brackets. That way we can actually build our boxes, and 4 bendable deck straps, which I used and bent into 90 degrees to put on the inside of the center box in order to build in some strength, as that's holding a lot of weight. Now, when we start talking about how we'll actually do this, we're going to need to build 3 boxes. Those 3 boxes are 1, the center box, which has 2 6-foot pieces and 2 40-inch horizontals. And then the 2 outside wing boxes, which really, those are just 3 pieces that are being attached together. So you have 2 20.5-inch horizontals
and 1 6-foot on each of those. We will then go ahead and put the horse mats on the front of these boxes. That way we have our impact material for whenever we shoot our bow. Now, as you can see, this can now articulate, and this is how we are going to achieve the ability to shoot at targets from an angle.
All right, guys, so we've gotten all of our materials. You can see those bad boys right here, and we don't have any sawhorses today. So in lieu of that, we have the good old truck bed, or potentially the truck rack. Not really sure which yet, but y'all hear that? Sounds like a building montage. All of the pieces of our backstop cut in terms of the wood. Now we need to cut the mat in half. So we talked about that a little bit. We bought 2 horse mats. We need one for the center, and then we need half of one on each side for the 45-degree angles. I have been informed that the best way to cut said horse mat here behind me is one of these little X-Acto blades. So I guess we're gonna find out if this actually works or not. My advice here, let's use a piece of wood as a guide. We're just gonna measure it halfway and I don't know, see if it works. All right, so we've got our guide piece of wood down right here. On this side of it, we should be measuring pretty much 24, and we are. Let's see if this thing will actually cut, huh? I don't know if this is gonna work or not, but we are going to give it our damned best shot, boys. This cut is gonna be slightly off based on what I'm seeing. You might wanna give yourselves, I don't know, maybe say 1/4 of an inch over of leeway to be able to actually cut this thing. Okay, all right. So we did put a cut in it, but I'm gonna be honest with you, I have no idea if that's gonna be enough to cut that thing or not. It did not cut it on the first try, but it actually did cut about halfway through. I don't really have a better idea. I saw a guy trying to do it with a Stark saw, and it did not turn out well for him. Look at this shit, boys. Hey, this actually does work really good. As soon as you get it split at the top, once you made that first cut, bueno. All right, now y'all don't laugh, this shit ain't that straight, but also we're not doing rocket surgery here. Come on. Yes. Whew. One other thing that I wanted to mention real quick, I ran up to Lowe's, picked up a few things. First thing is I got a big box of these 2-inch decking screws. You're gonna be able to use these to attach the mat to the wood as well as the wood to the brackets. So that way we can actually build the frame. In terms of the brackets I'm talking about, I went and bought a few of these. These are, you can find them in the decking section of Lowe's or Home Depot. Basically, this bracket is just a 90-degree. We'll be able to put that up on the actual frame to connect the 44-inch center sections that go horizontally, and then the 6-foot tall sections, so our vertical posts. We've got all this stuff ready to go. We're gonna drag it out to the yard and get it put together. We've got all of this stuff lined up. You can see it down here. We have our 44 right here and our 6-foot vertical. We've got our 90-degree bracket. We're just going to place this bracket so that it's about halfway over each of them. You can see we've got 4 holes, so 2 and 2. And then we will zip our first one down. And whenever you do this, make sure you're holding these together. That way, once it gets going, just like that, it sticks pretty good. So we'll do the other side now. That way the 6-footer is connected. So just like this. Just like that. You guys can see that we've got this 90-degree elbow. And as long as you screw them on the same side, you should be able to get on top of them. So now all we need to do is just sink a couple of them in. Now you'll notice a couple things here. Number one is that I'm using the inside one on these because I used the outside on the sideways piece. Go the same way. All right, there's 2. So now that 90-degree elbow is attached. Now for what we're doing, this is gonna be fine. Now if I was building a house, I would probably not do it this way. For a backstop, it'll work. The last little thing I'm gonna do here for these corners, just because this is holding the main piece, I'm just gonna kind of do a little bit of a redneck attachment here. So we're just gonna drill it a horizontal. Now, normally I would not recommend this. Like I said, if you're building a house, this is probably not the correct channel for you to be watching. But if you are just doing something like this, then, you know, it's probably a good channel to be watching. So we've got our 6-foot tall
Box spring, yeah, a little bit short, but this is what's gonna be going behind Billy, and we're gonna attach the horse mat to it so that whenever we shoot arrows, if we happen to miss, which, I mean, that doesn't happen much, come on. But if we do, then hopefully it's gonna get them stopped. Here is our 6x4 unadulterated horse mat. Now, what I'll tell y'all is that I've seen some people say, well, I just wanna hang this from the top because, you know, it'll absorb more energy if it's just able to flap. True, but have you ever tried to pull an arrow out of a backstop that's not attached to anything but the top when the arrow goes through it? That fucking thing is gonna be swinging like crazy and you're not gonna be able to get it out and it's gonna really make you mad. My advice would be attach it at the top, attach it at the sides. You can attach it at the bottom or not. That part doesn't really matter, just as long as you're able to get a firm hold of it to pull your arrows out. You can see here, I've done the entire top. I'm doing down the side a little bit. I'm gonna go down to the bottom. I'll do it down the sides down there as well. And then we'll be done with this piece. We'll put the 45s on and we'll see this thing up.
One eternity later.
All right, it's the next morning. We got all the screws put into the main piece of the backstop. You can see we've got them up in this corner here. They run across the top over to that corner, and then we have them down at the bottoms here. Now we need to build the wings that'll sit out at 45-degree angles or whatever angle we'll choose to cover the quartering away and the quartering two shots. Now, the way that we're gonna be building these wings is we're going to be using hinges. So we will have 4 hinges total. We'll have 2 on the left-hand side and 2 on the right-hand side. Putting these hinges on is fairly simple. We want the hinge to be able to sit flat up at the top here. That way, whenever this hinge opens up, it's able to articulate forward. That gives us more degrees of freedom in terms of how far we want to be able to turn our wings. Enough talking, let's get these hinges on, let's get these wings built. Now all we need to do is just attach these wing boards to this hinge here. We want to make sure that we're lining up with the inside of the board. Just like that. And now y'all can see that it will open and close. See this? That's what we want. There's your hinge. That's one wing piece on. Let's do the other 3.
All right, so we're having to make a quick adjustment here. We made a slight error in the planning. We can fix it though. We're gonna fix it right now. If you guys look, these 2 panels here are both 24 inches wide. These are also 24 inches long. Problem is that this board is 3.5 inches wide. So we're gonna take 3.5 inches off of this board here. And what that'll do is it will make the entire length of that to be 2 feet. And it'll marry pretty dang good with the black horse mats that we're gonna be using as our quarter panels. All right, now it's time to put the verticals for the wings on. Here she sits. This is what it's gonna look like. Now you guys can finally see the final product coming together here. We've got wings like this that articulate so we can change the angle on both sides here. We've got our centerpiece that goes right behind Billy. We just need to attach our wing pieces for our horse mats. We're good to go. So I brought in some help. Say hi to Danielle. She's here to help. Wait, I didn't mean it. We now have the frame up. We have the wings on. We want to now put these little 90-degree elbows in here. These are just going to go in to reinforce each of the corners just to make sure that we don't have a break. Because this thing is so heavy, it's gonna tend to want to flex whenever you're moving it around. So this will help add a little bit of protection to that breaking. Corner joints are on. We're gonna turn this around. We're gonna put up our last 2 pieces of horse mat, and then we're gonna see what this looks like. So I'm gonna hold this up there, and she is going to screw it in. Ready? Yep. Let's do it. Ugh. Good, good. See guys, this is how you know you found a good one, is she comes out here and helps you build your archery backstop.
Just because I'm gonna use it.
Good. Pull these forward just a little, something like this. Okay, we got one here. Okay, you're good. You can take it. All right.
Nice.
And behold, we have our final product. We've done it. This is our backstop. You can see we have 2 wings, 1 on each side. Billy is sitting here dead in the middle, and we've got our main pieces of our backstop. So we're 6 foot tall. We're about 8 foot wide, give or take. We have the ability to adjust these if we want to. So all we do is just push this back a little bit. These wings articulate. We could shoot Billy right square in the ass and it would be all right. Even if we missed, we'd be okay. So this is the beauty of having a backstop with 45-degree angles, or even better, articulating wings like what we've built today. Let's go test this thing. That's not what we're here for. I love a good shooting montage, but we actually need to test the backstop. So let's put some into it and see if it stops them. For reference, shooting a 65-pound recurve Black Widow. We are at about 6 yards right now. We're gonna go for the central piece. There's one. Let's go take a look at that. As you guys can see, we did stop those arrows, both of them. And if we look back here behind the target, the reason why we have some space, you guys can see both of those arrowheads just sticking through there. Test number 2, the quartering towards shot. You guys can see I'm at a super severe angle with Billy here. Basically, I'm standing directly in front of him. Let's see what this quarter panel stops. If I'm actually shooting at Billy, we have an advantage now. We can practice a shot that we couldn't practice before. That shot. For our last party trick, we're shooting from the quartering away position. We are almost directly behind Billy here. Let's see if we can get a quartering away stop on that backstop. Now, for all you Texas guys, or you butt stuff guys, this one's for you. Right in the keister, baby. Gents and ladies, that's a wrap from me. Make sure you guys are practicing like you hunt. It helps out a lot, especially on those big hunts coming up this next season. I'll see y'all next time. Out.